So I know I was supposed to start the videos tomorrow with this new series. Um, you had to watch the first video to see all of the wheat cents that I purchased and how I already divided them up into years. And this is the first. Ooh, big sucker, man! There's got to be like 2 or 3 rolls in here. I have something. I have something written there. I don't even tell you that's how long ago it was. $5. I don't know. Something. All right, whatever. Who cares? Doesn't really matter. The point is, I feel like a kid in the candy store here, and I just couldn't. I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait. That's the bottom line. I gotta look at my pennies, and it don't have to be all of them. Let's just grab a few of them. How's that? I just gotta see what's here. So what we're doing is we're starting a new series. Again, this is I'm gonna call this video number 2. Because I have episodes going with the Indian head scents and all that, and so what we're looking for is obviously errors, and if there are any higher grade like fines or anything like that. So that's what we're looking for, and I have tons and tons. Okay, and I guess I should know if there are any what's that called? What the key dates are. Wheat scent key dates, which I don't think I have any. No, there aren't any here because I think that's 1909, 1914, 1922 plain, whatever that means, 1931 S. Yeah, so these are all 50s we're doing here, and there are I don't think. Let me see. I don't think there are any 50 key dates, are there? Oh, okay. Let me see. So I'm checking out coincollecting.com, and there's a 58D, 58P, 57D. So I don't know. Some of these are worth something. All right. So anyway, if we find anything, so I think. Oh no, they're just showing the prices of. There's a 56D above shadow D. I don't know. 55P BDO, whatever. We'll see. We're looking for errors. All right. Okay, I have to make it a little closer than this because my eyes can't see. There we go. And so if anything looks good, we'll just put into that. So, I mean, obviously there's a little bit of damage there, but generally speaking, these are really nice looking pennies. If they all look like that. Okay, so we have oh, look at that already. We got things going on already. So I don't know, a weak L, no L. Oh, I like this, how we can get nice and close. Wait. Is that normal? See how the top of the wheat? I don't see anything there. Is that no? I have to find a different penny. Okay, so you see the lines? It's missing the lines. Look at this on both sides. And this is a good condition penny. I don't have to be that close in. All right. You see, and this is what I was talking to you guys about in the the previous video is when you have truly unsearched. Remember, the stuff you're getting from the bank. It's been look at there's all kinds of stuff going on here. Oh, this is bananas. All right, so that's an error. What was this? Was there anything going on with this? The first one? No. Okay, so I'm gonna on the right. I'm gonna put errors, and on the left we'll put whatever, no errors. You see that right down the right side? You see that like copper line? Isn't that cool? I'm not saying it's an error, but I'm just saying it's cool looking. So I got these pennies from a friend of my son who he had them for many, many years, and they're truly unsearched. But if you go to the bank and you ask them for, whatever, $1 million in pennies, those pennies are pennies that they just put into. They're recent. People have taken all the good stuff out of circulation already. I mean, it's cool for for video content. I'm not saying I won't do it. I do it. But what you're seeing here, you're going to see more errors in these videos than in any other. You know what? I got to pull out. I have to keep the what's that called? The scale out because they have. There's also another error called an overweight penny, and sometimes I'll pick one up, and there's also a light penny, and I'll pick it up, and I'll be like, oh, why does this penny feel so right? Because it's supposed to be at least 3 grams or something like that. So let's see. Like to me, this feels like a light penny. Let's put it on here. It's not. It's 315. That's correct. That's what a copper one weighs. 315, 310, 315. So the penny that I just had that I put down felt heavy. And oh man, yeah, I mean, but not for nothing. These pennies are in beautiful, beautiful condition. No magnifying glass. Either we can see it with our naked eye, or I'm not going to zoom in times a million to look at a scratch to say that's an error. I'm not doing that. This is the penny. This is the penny I picked up before. It feels heavy. Now, let's see. Is it? It's not. It's the same weight as the other one. Actually, according to this, it weighs less. So it's just weird. I want. Well, what do you want me to do? I'm fallible. Then what I'll do is, so I like the five magnifications. Pretty good. Let's just look at it. Man, look how clean that is, right? I mean, these are nice looking pennies, man. Not for nothing. And then I get this one. Still nice looking. Something about real copper pennies, right? They're just beautiful. Huh. You see that? No. Yeah, you can see that. I mean, to me, that's a strike error. There's too much going on over there. Why do they look so thin? You see that I United? Is that how they look? Do they look that thin? I'm sure they do, but I'm just yeah, super, super thin. Okay, but still. All right, I'll put that to the side too. Go back to 5. Nice looking pennies, man. Yeah, I couldn't wait. I just kept on kept thinking about them, and I got bored. To be honest with you, I got bored. I was now you see this. See, it's missing. This is just dull. Just to compare this to the other scent that had it missing at the top, that I said it was an error. That's dull. Is that the one? I guess so. Yeah, that's whatever, misstruck or whatever that is. You could just tell this one looks worn. Okay. And if something's super duper um, clean, I guess I'll put it to the side as I'll make a different pile. I mean, there's like to me, man, this is really close to fine detail. Has some marks on the edges. Yeah, this is at least fine detail with a couple, hit marks on the edges. But it's a nice looking penny. 1953. I'm gonna shine the light a little bit more. Find myself squinting over here. There we go. Thank you. You know what? I'm gonna put on my stronger glasses also. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Whole process. Don't get old, man. Don't get old. Whole process. You can see how his temples are sunk in this one. Nice. I just get curious sometimes about the weight. 313. You're looking really for like a three, anything over 314, like a 15, a 316, a 317. That's a real heavy penny. You could kind of feel it if you're dealing with pennies all the time. You could feel it. Yeah, you see with the light now shining. All right, so that's you can see it there, right? So it looks like a cud chip. All right, no big deal. Okay. That's so weird. 304. Hmm. I would love to find a real nice repunch. It's hit. So the first two had some, 1952. Yeah, 1952. What's that? What's going on in 1952? Nothing. No, it looks like all the key dates are older, and then really, I'm looking over here. Yeah, they're older, and they're still not worth that much. Not until you get into like the 20s, really. So, what's that above the E? You see that? Let me look at it. I'm gonna instead of zooming back and forth all the time, I'm gonna look under the. Oh yeah, yeah. That's extra metal. You can see it. I'll zoom in now. Oh, and of course we're looking for any wood grain looking. Yeah, so that's a die chip above the E. See if there's anything else going on while we got it zoomed in. Ah, crack, die crack in the head. Yeah, so there's stuff going on. He even has a little bit of that wood grain going on there. That's a good, nice errors. All right, I'm gonna leave it zoomed in for now. See, I like to just look there and see, bam, some serious doubling. Nice details though. Very nice detail. Oh no! You see, I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to move them away so when I drop them, I don't lose them. Hmm. Okay. Now you start to after a while. You start to well. Let me see. I don't want to say I'm learning anything if I'm not. Let me just check. All right. Hmm. No, I guess there's nothing strange about this one. I thought the P and the L were kind of far apart. You see that in the plurius? But I guess not. It looks like there's a die chip in the wheat right there. Yeah, there is. There's extra metal there because it stands out pretty much. You can see, especially with the light, it really shines. Yeah, that's a cud, I guess you would call it. So some minor. Oh, what's that? Some minor errors. Nothing to write home about, in my opinion. And you can tell it's in good shape. You can see the little dot between. I didn't even realize there was a dot between the E and plurius. The streak going through the A. I don't think that's anything serious. Same thing with on the T. There's something there too. Let me just look at it. Nah, A with the streak through the A was just damage. Let's see. When I take them off to the side, I'm either weighing it or no way. No. Check this out, people. $3.25. That is a super heavy penny. All right, let me test it by putting a different penny on. Make sure. That one's $3.18. Even $3.18 is heavy. $3.02. Okay. $3.11. All right. $3.15. All right. Let's put this one back on again. It's funny. It doesn't feel any heavier than the other ones. Yeah, 3.24. Heavy penny. Heavy penny. I guess I must have realized it because when it's in your finger, right? You get very sensitive to that weight. So even a slight variation, you kind of start to sense it after a while. I'm not exactly sure all of the yeah, see that's where you can still see the lines there. Yeah, I'm still thinking about that other penny with the anyway, I put it to the side. So this is a heavy penny. I'm gonna forget it's a heavy penny, ain't I? So I'm gonna look at it and I'm not gonna remember where okay, but I'm gonna put a flag on it as a heavy penny. I'm not gonna remember. I'm not gonna start doing flips in the middle of this video. That's just too time consuming. But I will put a yeah, I'll show you. I will put a flag on it. Heavy. Okay. Yeah, so I wrote heavy on it. I'll put a flag on it. No big deal. It's not $1 million penny or anything like that, but that's the heaviest penny I ever found. Great detail, man. These are nice. These are nice pennies, man. Okay, you can see it right there, popped right out, right? The cud. I guess that's a place because it's such fine detail in the just a nice looking coin also. Such fine detail in the wheat. I guess it's easy for I don't know, for something to go on there. Yeah, this is a really nice condition penny, but all right, it has the cud there. There we go. I'm saying, there seems like there's something wrong with the lamination on this. It's not. It's like, whatever. Just looks like something's wrong with it. The back though doesn't really have. I mean, maybe if I really zoom in, it doesn't look like it has any errors except for like the lamination. But you notice that when we flipped it over, right? And you know what's funny is that's a beauty, man. Let me see if I can get in nice. I don't like the way that zoom looks. The focus looks there. No, it's not the best. You want me to tell you? Yeah, that's nice. I mean, that's a lot of errors, man, for just a few. And this is what you find. I mean, this is what I have noticed in a lot of the roles that I have went through that are not from banks. Okay, that are from private people, truly unsearched roles. That there are a ton of, I mean, like more than usual amount of errors in these wheat cents and in the wheat cents. And so there has to be a reason, right? How come I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a possible 7? I'm gonna put a possible on that week, the wheat, the weak part of the wheat on that first one we found. I'll put a question mark on that. Let me weigh this. 303. Now anything under 3 to me would be very light. So that tells me that the roles coming from banks, they're already searched. They're searched. I mean, I don't mean that they're searched before they put in the role. What I mean is they're searched and somehow they got back into circulation. Um, or there's just so few of. I don't know. I don't know what the exact answer is. All I know is I find a lot more errors, not great ones, than in any other coin roll hunter person. Oh, look at that! You see that in the middle of the O? That's pretty wild. I mean, I'm sure it's just whatever, a dirt or still pretty cool that it's whatever, a bullseye right in the middle of the O. Yeah, it's just dirt, but it just look cool. Got some fine detail in this one, huh? They're all fine. Most of these are all fine detail. Hmm. See, like to me, this feels heavy. I mean, there's dirt on it, so whatever. 316. Okay, I'm gonna make a big deal out of 316. That 320 something. That was 325. That's heavy. Okay, so we did some of the pennies. I have to figure out a. I have to. These are the errors with that one possible error right here. These are the other ones. So that's a boatload of errors, and this is gonna tell. Remember, I have over 4 pounds of pennies, unsearched pennies to go through with you, and these are the 50s, all the way down to the 20s, and then I have a couple packages of like odds and errors that I looked at that I put to the side. I guess they really jumped out at me, and I put them into other packages years ago, and they're still there. And we're gonna get to all of them. So I don't want this to be a super super duper long video, but we're gonna call this video 2. we're gonna call this video 2. I want people to watch the first one where I take all the packs out. Okay, I'll see you on the next one. I'm gonna figure out a way how to organize these into errors versus non-errors, and then maybe after I'm done with this whole series, I'll look through the non-errors for anything that's like really like good condition, like worth to sell individually. Okay, all right, and I'll see you on the next one.